Welcome back to Dynasty Mode. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to kick off your next. Let's choose your rosters. If you're looking for the latest EA Sports recommended roster featuring more than 1,000 additional players, choose the active roster option. Or you can select the rosters from our original launch with a default roster option. Here is where you can customize. It's now time to select your team. Would you prefer to take over an established contender or build a team from the ground up? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away. On the other hand, lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders. The choice is yours. Time to figure out where on the now for the fun part. Congratulations. The sun is shining, tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another terrific college football matchup. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see, the Judicials taking on a team from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Judicials will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Delaware's offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting
wide open spaces. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Blue Hens! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Judicials offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right now, today, this guy has to be able to make plays when his opportunities show up.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And all defenses talk about it. Sacks, tackles for a loss, affecting the quarterback the best way you can. The first drive of the game, already getting home. Nice start for this defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a team.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
They came ready to play, guys. Offense goes right down the field on their first drive to score a touchdown. Another defense is playing lights out. The second sack of this opening drive. And one thing this coach does a great job of, he gets his team ready to go, and you're seeing it here on the big stage.
And the Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive with a pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got it inside the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Delaware.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Turning on the jets. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run the option. Fighting off the defender. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Judicials come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The option look. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Trying to pick up a first down.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away.
And these punt returners want to make big plays, but man, oh man, did he make a big mistake. Flipping the field position, defense flying in on him, and he did not secure the football in that play.
Give to the fullback. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And the fullback breaks off a nice gainer there. No such thing as just 3 yards in a cloud of dust with this guy. He can make people miss and get you a play.
The Judicials can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Here we go, here we go.
Gets the back moving. On the move. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And the Judicials come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Now on the option. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He fires to the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Now the play fake. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Let's go.
On the option. He'll toss it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He'll ride his man on the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Forced out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line.
Now, a 4th down.
Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense.
He's loose. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Judicials come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Goes to the option. Now the pitch. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. They go right back to him. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here. They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Makes the grab down the middle. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. Escapes the sack. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sends it back in motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Nestled just inside that right upright. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Silver. Makes him talk to the hand. He now has 79 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Give to the running back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. And the Blue Hens are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Oh, he wants it all. Makes the grab on the left side. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Blue Hens with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Snags it. And he will score. Touchdown, Delaware.
I know excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 10 to Boise State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Judicials in the hurry-up. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the option. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The Judicials will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. A low line drive and not his best work. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fires to the big fella. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Touchdown, Blue Hens! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job in the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the back. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Well, obviously, a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And the Judicials send out the punt unit. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, the Delaware offense going back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out every right now on the same page.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Delaware. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game one, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They go to the ground. Finds a little space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So now it's second and long. They'll send the back in motion. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Judicials are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. First play of the drive wants to throw. He's going up top. He's got it down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Gets the back moving. Here comes the option. Now the toss. He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. On the option. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The give to the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Creates a little room. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And the Judicials have this offense rolling. They'll run the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Quarterbacks don't have high completion percentages from their backs. It's been really hard for this QB to get in any kind of rhythm. We got to change something up here. We got to do something different because right now it's just a sack party.
He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And he's going to have to get into this football. They put on the heat and they blocked it. Not going to get there as this defense makes a stand.
Yeah, that pretty much sums up the day, man. You've been getting beat all over the place. You're trying to make the score a little bit closer, maybe fight back in, maybe get competitive. Even your field goal unit isn't performing well. It's just not your day, dog.
Gonna let it fly. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try.
He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind. Another shot there.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it.
He wants to take the top off. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now adjusting. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We've come to the end of the period. It's Delaware holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
It's a turnover on downs.
Here we go.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The option look. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looks as if he's going to run it.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Motion from the back. Now on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that time on 3rd down, they're trying to see if they can catch the defense napping. They go with the option play, but a great job by the defense being alert, being aware, anticipating it may come. Nothing there. They forced a negative play, now setting up 4th down.
That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game.
Going for it all. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Delaware. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Rutgers is lighting up the scoreboard right now. It's to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 28 over Ohio. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Here comes the offense back onto the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. There he goes. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, this defense seems like they've had a good plan for the QB run game. They just always seem to be in position, and they're just waiting for him to keep the football and try to get outside. Nice scheme coming into this game.
At the 34-yard line. Good enough.
The Judicials will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Using his feet. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Judicials are moving quickly down the field. They'll try to get outside. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Back to pass on second down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Judicials will punt it away on fourth down. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. First play of the drive comes from the 38. The give, and tick, 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 tick. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. The short hands, it's LeBoy. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Got room to work. Oh, I'm out of space. Oh, he's got some. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, if you want to build momentum, you want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly, that's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
Man, defense is about getting off the football. And when that defensive line can be disruptive and get in the backfield right away and mess up those pullers actions on those counter plays, it can be really advantageous for the defense. Great job by the defense being hyperactive.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And the returner is stopped. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. It's a running room. Inside the 10. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Judicials will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Okay, guys, here comes the Delaware offense onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touch. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw on 1st down. Running into the open space. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Oh, they're after him.